2026 FIFA World Cup semi-final second match Argentina versus England akichemin yo okai na ka vin omile na hin okai hin chala khon ole to thang boy amen ta he orola hung chip de he pantai
Born in Morocco, now a USA citizen. He lives in Texas, in Austin. It's his fourth game, he's done well. He awarded Brazil a couple of penalties in their eventual exit to Norway. The on-field trio, all Americans. And Italy's Marco Di Bello, a fine referee in his own right, is in charge of the screens. Well, England have made 3 changes from their quarter-final against Norway. A different back four yet again. In all 7 games that's been the case, with Reece James and Jed Spence replacing Konsa and O'Reilly as the fullbacks. Declan Rice feeling better after an illness which curtailed his contribution in the quarter-final. And Morgan Rogers is preferred to Nani Madueke. His international number, 121 for Harry Kane, now England's most capped outfield player. And one of only 2 of the starters to have scored in this competition, but both he and Jude Bellingham have 6 apiece. As for Argentina, well, they're brimming with experience. 10 of this 11 have won the World Cup, have winners' medals. After successive identical lineups, there is the one change. Giuliano Simeone brings fresh legs on the right for Rodrigo de Paul. Emi Martinez, Romero, Lisandro Martinez, McAllister and Enzo Fernandez all play for English clubs. Leo Messi's 206 cap, but he's very first against England.
Argentina got 1 day. Okay.
Just another game. Don't you believe it? Well, England are, Andy, I would say, younger, taller, and potentially quicker.
2-1.
But Argentina have the greater experience.
In favour of England.
They have the know-how. They've trod this path before.
England.
They have indeed, which is important, Martin. You get the feeling with this one, as I mentioned.
England 2, Argentina 1.
Very long after this. It could go either way.
We've been counting down to this kickoff ever since the fixture was in the books.
Hay vào mi tầm giỏi England cái Argentina rồi đừng gồm khỏi here nè. Cái tiền ta về England thì
Argentina kick off. This is
modern generation rồi.
An extra dose of spice. The first meeting for 21 years. Argentina lost 3-2 the last one, which was played in Switzerland. It was a friendly. It didn't feel like that then. Here's Mark Gahey. John Stones, who starting back-to-back games. He hardly did that in the whole of the season that's just finished in England. She is looking to impress potential employers. He left Manchester City at the end of June. Here he is again.
Argentina hồi nào rap Argentina có thể ăn bố được không có tỷ thôi mà
I think Argentina, as you say, Martin, have been course and distance, been around the block and back, and know what it's like, know how to manage these sort of occasions. Come out the other side. For England, can they produce that dynamism that they showed, particularly in the game, I think, against Mexico? And who is going to tag Jude Bellingham? Who's going to stop him getting into the box? Getting on the end of some of those crosses. McAllister.
England Argentina
interrupt the play, but was a gesture of intent.
So, what is your prediction?
2-1.
2 in favor of Argentina na. Okay.
Paredes, who was involved
Iki
in
hada.
that
Kay
red card
2
incident against Switzerland.
England na.
When he received a yellow and was transferred to Real Embolo, who'd already been booked, and was off. Certainly helps Argentina, if you like,
defending
grind out
champion
another
for
win,
the
as the
Kitty
Argentinian journalist was saying yesterday. England press.
Asistente mga passing ang bata. Hala, Argentina tayo.
Tagliafico. Interesting
Tagliafico.
about the shirts. All in blue. It was an Argentina request. I think they would have had to wear them
Ang
anyway.
kihabol ko.
It is a throwback, a nod to
England ito.
1986.
Argentina.
And those two Maradona
Final
goals
aki sa to.
were created wearing blue shirts, solid blue rather than the blue and white stripes. And those were gathered from a street market 48 hours before the kickoff. I think these have come properly packed from the manufacturers. The reason for that change was the ones in Mexico City. Argentina thought they were going to restart that, and England really quick. Now it's beginning to threaten in terms of the
defending champion.
tension on the
Aki shot
field.
to tawi.
The smiles, the handshakes have long gone.
Ito kasi ito Argentina te arahong rough panji na.
Neither side will benefit from getting drawn into this.
Amo sa American
I think this was on the cards, Martin. This was always going to happen with these two teams today. At some point, it's going to get particularly lively. Very difficult to officiate. The referee's got their eyes everywhere. They thought they were due a free kick. Because they carried on, and all of a sudden you see Enzo Fernandez getting in and around Elliot Anderson. They expected the whistle to go. It didn't happen, or if it did, certainly England never heard it. They carried on playing.
Well, that's a very interesting referee's view. But a very early flash point.
Yeah, look, again, I think that, and again, both teams will know the importance of keeping discipline. But I think we're going to see a few of those in this little match-up today. I really do, and it wouldn't surprise me if they get a little tastier as the game goes on.
Anthony Gordon keeping his place on the left-hand side. Jordan Pickford's come way out into midfield and was gesturing, not just to receive the ball, but gesturing his teammates ahead of him to get into the right areas as far as he was concerned. Here's Rice. He's been saying how well he's recovered from illness. He came off at half-time in the quarter-final. Gay's also had some problems as well with a hamstring. Jet Spence has been operating with a broken jaw. Operating very successfully.
Challenge in the end on Jet Spence, but he made really good gains there down that left-hand side. Really positive.
Positive from Spence, positive with the press from England. Trying to rattle the cage of the world champions. To Reece James to see by
defending champion
Alvarez, of course, no longer plays for an English club, but had a couple of very good years with Manchester City.
Slow down.
As Argentina squeezing this time on Anderson. And that first time ball, trying to find Morgan Rogers down this right side. An area of the field for him that he's not totally accustomed to.
There's Romero.
Video Simon sa packaging ta hala.
Did start the game that Argentina didn't need to win the third group game when they made a whole raft of changes.
Video Simon adal pa na.
Acting away.
Video Simon Atletico Madrid manager pa na.
Vice versa.
Good tempo, lovely tempo to the start of the game. Look, we want a semi-final that's bristling, that's on the edge. They're the best games, the most exciting ones.
Yeah, crucial match ayo.
There's every indication that this one's going to have that.
Yeah, Paraguay hoyo so.
just playing
France
right, which he doesn't do for his job. He's making very good ground here.
Vietnam logo here, Paraguay.
In the whole season, and he played just over 3 hours on the right-hand side for us.
If he doesn't play in that 10 position, which obviously Jude Bellingham operates in, then usually for his club he's off the left side, cutting in on his right foot. So today he'll want to mix his game up. We'll see Morgan Rogers do more of what he just did, drive towards the dead ball line and try and stand crosses up.
Well, I said taller. This might be first test. Kane is already on the end of corners and there's more pushing and shoving going on. And by Rice, it's a floaty one. Players from both sides on the ground.
Ah,
And trying to win it back and stop Argentina playing out, and then drilled into the back of Gahey by McAllister.
Yeah, just seeing all the grabbing that's going on the screen there on the monitors from those corners. I mean, it's very difficult to marshal that and stay on top of that because everybody's doing it.
When we talk about height and youth and speed, it might just be cool-headedness that decides this one. Martinez, who can be inflammatory himself, has got the Argentina flag woven into the side of his hairdo. There goes Taliafico. All over the pitch.
It is. All you're looking to do as a player in these opening exchanges, be neat and tidy about your work. Probably the one player out there so far that hasn't really kicked it.
Argentina, bro.
Argentina, number 10. Here he is.
Argentina.
Thomas Tuchel did say in his press conference they did think about going man-to-man on Messi. There's no sign of that so far.
Không đủ vào kiểu Spain tên là có ngã là ta về coi tên tên nóng được không?
Messi to pick up the best position. You've got man to man, then there's a defensive player. You can find yourself getting dragged all over the place. You'll have seen that.
Tournament sunga only tuni bong chim cho. Atletico Madrid. Nah,
he didn't complain about. I think
yeah, impressed. Khara ka sai jo khar raf pa yin na. Pitre South America la ho English colonization fu kala do he na. Atiu. Ai le England te hin digo marada na 1986 sama. Hand of God cho fu kala do he. Ti kit au cho khar ho English colonization. Lang khar ho colonization against
because played every minute except the game against Jordan, the third game in the group stage that I referred to earlier. Off goes good.
Bora. Kaita.
Got there.
Did indeed. Well, actually, to get anything on the end of that Anthony Gordon, because it was skipping off the top of the surface. It looked like it was heading for a goal kick. Made something of it. He's got better as the tournament has gone on, I think, in an England shirt. Anthony Gordon, he's particularly dangerous down that left side.
And fortified, I'm sure, by the fact that he's joining Barcelona.
Rogers.
And Martinez goes well covered by Stones. Ball was played in one direction. I don't think he's a member of it. Louis Tomlinson knows his football. He played for Doncaster Reserves in freshman. Like a trip on the was going on off the ball as well.
Argentina te ka dei lo na jo he
Anderson was involved. This is going to take some officiating this game.
Argentina ho pi Argentina ho pi
officials, the referee out there, assistant referees on either flank, Italy's got to have their eyes all over the
就会
place
哦，
here.
对，就来火了，就火了，就火那了，哎，就为了，
Leo Messi just looks on. Leaves the rough stuff to the others.
Leaves it all to it. He does, yeah.
就会了，他扒着，
And again, for the referee, giving it every chance before a card will be brandished, but it's kind of inevitable with this one that once he brandishes one, we could see quite a lot.
And you think of Ratin in 66 sent off, it was a quarter-final.
我该弄过了，
Beckham
啊，真的呐
sent off in 98.
，OK，可以不可以定了？好，มันเลยยังไม่ขัดจุดอะไรตินานะ
Both occasions, the team that had the dismissal lost.
อันน่ะ
That's the lesson, isn't it?
เอาคุยหุ่นโจ้อยู่แล้วจนไพ่ละลายกิสุโตดูเลย
Look at the room for Enzo Fernandez. Wasn't Messi at his best. Argentina still have it.
จานนี้จิบตังว่าบอลเก็บไว้เลยนะ
Captains decide when Reece James isn't playing. Of course, they're not exactly the same part of the pitch, but they're very much opponents here today.
อังกฤษคู่
Romero
จานขัดดีอยู่หันหลังเกณฑ์คู่แค่ลุกสาวเลย
to Julian Alvarez, who scored that wonderful, wasn't the final goal for the quarterfinals, but it's the penultimate one. Simeone
Outside.
has made the run, but
อันใดเก็บเลยครับป้าจะ
didn't need to wait for the semi-automatic offside call. There's
แต่ว่าก็
another
ได้เอามันจันคนละ
area of
ก็
confrontation.
คิดว่าสายยี่เกยจอ
Jordan Pickford saying it's our ball, we want to get on with the game, but
เขาเตะฟอลบอลจะฟอลต้านักต่อยเลยครับ
Inflames it.
I don't see the point of him getting involved in doing that, to be perfectly honest.
The referee might have got a booking for Simeone by leaving it rather than
อัส
then becoming possibly the aggressor.
Aras fot look up.
Watching and listening with the views on the sportsmanship of it, but it's quite a scrap. And that's the
บอกเขาละสเปนส์ลุดดังนี่ละอะไรตั้งนั่งเลยตั้งจบ
looking dangerous. Spence is
ไปตั้งอ๋อ
still going. Slightly
เรื่องตัวเราจะน่าหอยครับบอก
Too many hits it. Romero got dragged out the middle of that Argentinian
ไป
defence
เตะ
there.
ที่หัวเราจะ
It's a lovely piece of passing by Argentina. Haven't really flexed their attacking muscles yet.
แม่นตลาดเรา
James
ปิดตา
across. He's caught out by Alvarez.
ใช่ว่าถนนปลาจะ
Stay in
ใช่
play.
เลยร้านให้ตาม
Reece
อายุ
James.
สังเล่อายุสังเล่
See him coming.
อายุสังเล่อันเขียดี
Here's
กว่านะ
Perez.
โอเคเท่าดีกว่าครับว้าไทยจริงโต
The midfield players know how to set off the patterns of play that Argentina have used successfully. Scored plenty of goals, and they only 17.
Oh yeah, they have. No, when, as I mentioned, I think sometimes when they've got in front in matches, they've sat off the game a little.
ไม่เทให้หน้าไกลหน้า
But Martin, when they really go for it, so they can knock a few in just a few minutes. They've got people that are very capable.
แต่เราคนตามีตาเล่กินนิดเดียวเลยปั่นมาตี
For all their early pressing, England getting in the room behind the ball when necessary.
สุเลงาปะ
It was necessary, now they can break. Bellingham,
แอบฟอลดิ
fine, fair challenge.
It's a good challenge, that one from Paredes. He's definitely trying to
อายุ
get
อายุ
into
กันนะ
Beckham's face.
ที่
He
จะก็
is.
ห้องกิชอปูนไล่ดูจ้ะจะกินนี่ชิโมโม่เหรอ
Referee
เมสซี่ดึงตั้ง
10 yards away from that. Argentina thought they should have had a free kick.
จะมาเฮ้ยสเปียร์บอล
They've got one now. Starting well.
แล้วมันจะเป็นที่ฟังของพิธีตา
Mula kecil.
กินโม่จริงๆกายลูกเตยกาย
It's a crunching challenge, that one from Paredes, and he was quick to let Jude Bellingham know. That's the right reaction. Caught up in anything, he just wants to focus on what he's been doing magnificently throughout
ที่
the
หุ่นตีไล่
competition.
บาจุกายอย่างที่หุ่นตีก็ตีกี่หกก็หุ่นตีไล่บาจุกายอย่างบุญหุ่นกินจีโชตัวเจลเมียนป่าโหก็เป่าผมเป่าว่าห้องกินจีก็สเกตรีอุทังเนี่ยหรอฮะนะห้องกินจีโจ ai va ki mo khat lo to có mù họ từ đầu chưa
Both sides relishing the surface that they're playing on. There is a game of football to be played here. It's just a score or two to be set. Conditions under the roof, of course. This remarkable stadium. James.
Ipi program umintin ukai na lam kai to. Kau hin de lai ba to na.
Spence.
Anni lu ye.
Ne ta ta. His club side, Jed Spence, over the past season in England.
Really good work there from Enzo Fernandez.
Ram ji tha.
There's your Rolling Stone.
La sa kit mai thai na.
Jagger. The uninitiated, or maybe the very young.
Nang
Definitely my generation.
ukai na het lo la to ke. Kui la san long ho.
I actually saw those stones at the 1982 World Cup. It's dating them and me a bit, isn't it? The old Atletico Madrid Stadium. Talking
An bo thong thâu được cho rồi là con. Ai cho mò hay
past World Cups, there's plenty to
ding ding
these two teams. Argentina have had 5 previous
Aji jo
semi-finals.
Argentina South America cho Araf din mo cho.
Of course, have only won the one. Against that final in 66.
Yellow card.
Tagliafico there, yeah.
It's bora hoi cho anu na jo le.
Does
Ala.
make contact with the ball as well as taking more
Khat pa khon Spence ha re ti pai thang boy ba min na me de ye ba le ke sa.
There's a real sense of brotherhood
Hey,
for
lam
both
gaita
these
khat pa
groups. There's no question about it. They're
Adal ta hi na
tied together by the unity of the purpose here.
Sam.
Something's got to be
Hong
broken.
ga de han ti ga ta.
James, Rogers. England's turn to slick a few passes together.
Non pita.
Missed the tackles.
Aji chu England le ikhan ho fans so hin na. Free pa an oi mon du he. Ata lo ke hello he pi se. Free pa ko Messi na. Referee at the pen pa he.
good positions, just like that one there from Anthony Gordon.
It's a lovely ball by
Social media kai tang. Ayo.
Martinez.
Good. Kai tang.
Escaped him just for a minor moment.
Ball is on.
To threaten the Argentina goal. Been getting into penalty area. There's been a lot of play broken up on the edge. Actually,
don't know
the first
to-
real contribution.
Zangana ki be cho
The
ja to
penalty boxes here in the stadium.
Ama ko yan.
Argentina na.
Messi.
Zan ha ki ba na zani in ta pe.
Messi with a Y.
Skela la wa. Ha. Koi na zo koi to Argentina.
Martinez didn't make his international debut till he was 28. It's been a remarkable
Nang zo du
rise.
cho kai. E ba game na re a cho kai le thang boy khatna kaung pan le cho.
Here's the very willing Julian Alvarez. Work the width.
Hoi chula. Fai tang. Ama na pi ding hello na. Kita la da Beijing
The
cho
flag has gone up.
offside.
Yeah, you mentioned Julian Alvarez, Martin. That's
Messi to chu khat sa ngan jan na. A Jason Ming la lam pe le.
as we saw with that
A
goal.
thik na rong ai a
The
na.
game against Switzerland, he's got great ability,
Len-
but he
Sam
works and he
Hall-
doesn't
Bangkit
stop
to-
running and chasing, and they need that.
Argentina.
Argentina with Messi.
Messi
Often
go
we
khat
know that it's
a ki khut
kind of
rong
just
le. He
walking
is already
around waiting
top
for
scorer.
something to happen, waiting to get involved. You need someone up there who's going to really charge around, and Alvarez is so generous like that.
Game hin nom thau dan hana. Tu wan ka ti hi hung di na mo.
Rogers trying to make a run through the middle of the ball.
Bora. Araf ta der ke. Dinta boy tu.
Thou shalt not pass was the message from Tagliafico. He's a great friend of Jude Bellingham, Morgan Rogers. They grew up in the Birmingham area in the Midlands in England.
As hoi chula Messi. Bo hoi.
That one-touch ball there from Messi just round the corner.
England เปลี่ยนนะ
Raiders lending it to two of his teammates.
ครับ
Argentina
หมอฮะอาไทยโลเดียวเขาน่ะอาโมไทยโลโจ
Right side, but it's
they are reading the game
to
นะ
the left.
a game he study อยู่นะ
Spotted by James to
บ้า
block.
ไทยโลดีโจน่ะอาสโกขัดจูขัดอินคมเลยอันนู้นน่าจะจมให้ตัวครับเฮ้ยคุณโบเขาให้
Tagliafico.
a fan zong khu koi tam de ba hai na
Callister nearly losing out. Making out that an ankle was tapped by Bellingham.
His own touch actually got away from him. Then he just takes that one on the top of the foot from Bellingham. He's got every right, Jude Bellingham, to go for that. The ball's there in the loose. Callister this time just comes off second best, but he's okay.
And he's got a free kick.
ala game but
Regained
chung
from
bu
the pain.
chung chung bu ta hola na
Centre half's going
Like a
forward for
short
this
ball,
one.
like a
First
short
time maybe. We'll see this England back four tested with Romero and others who have pushed
แล้วก็
forward.
ในหลุดนะ
Trying to hold
บอลต้องหาคน
Argentina's responses to
Hey, hey,
go
come
to
on,
the
come on,
right
come on,
to Giuliano Simeone.
sa ka
Wins a corner for the world champions.
Good play. Jed Spence, defensive work.
Now, where have I seen
ada
him
nga to substitute hi thau na
Sergio
pa first sa
Aguero.
ko ala
Been around, right, we've seen him a few times in the tournament, haven't we?
We have indeed.
A loyal fan as
Come
well
on,
as a
cha, 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 cha.
player for his country.
kita pa sa kit he กลัวเมื่อกี้มันเลยกินเองเลยก็ดีเลยอันเนี้ยเป็นนี่กินจ้า
This is interesting. It's the first time the referee's been examined in his response to what Argentina are going to try and conjure up by any means.
นี่ที่หน้าคนสอนไม่ต้อง
อีกไม่ถึงหน้าเกมพลาดอย่างไม่ถึงได้
The opening goal from a Messi corner. Backpedaling.
โอเค pushing
The free kick had gone. Was that
Yeah. Simeone was so close to him really and actually facing him. Look on the right side of the screen. I think that's totally unnecessary. You don't need to do that.
no need to do that okay water break
We have the hydration break.
จะชิบเขาหน้าใครหน้าให้อยากจะเราก็ชอบดอกเต้นนะท่าแค่ป้าจะละบอลเข้าเต็มรถจ้ะลัล
When we share who we truly are, real connections happen. Black and white, the magic of sharing. Mahindra XCV 9S.
You feels good. You feels good. So true. This new feels good.
Some things you do for a good life. Some for the greater good. 100 Pipers. Be remembered for good.
इस चार दीवारी से सवालों से रूटीन से लेते हैं ब्रेक
committed to getting shots on target in any of their knockout games, but they've got through them all. This, of course, would take them to only a second final. They lost in the semi-final 1990 on penalties to Germany. 2018 to Croatia, having led on a Kieran Trippier free kick. There's another opportunity. And they have been competitive. They've been 2 Euro finals. They received the semi-final in 2018. The quarter-final, Harry Kane missed that penalty against France, which could have changed the outcome. Correct. They're in this envelope now.
They are. They've been knocking on the door. You're right. For some time, it's very fine margins, as we all know, to come through these games on the right side. It really is.
They were underway again. Pickford with one that was anticipated. And Fernandes did well. Alvarez, actually could have.
Yeah, it was intended. It was intended for the wide run there of Enzo Fernandez. Messi thought it was a ball intended for him, but it was coming at him a bit quick and he couldn't quite take control of it. But that was a straight ball from Jordan Pickford, played into a midfield area that Argentina were waiting for it and picked it off.
Strong challenge on James by McAllister. Again, there's Thomas Tuchel needs to just be a bit careful here.
Yeah, he's going absolutely. He's apoplectic. He raised below us.
He is an emotional character. It's always the instance right in front of the dugouts that inflame the coaches. Argentina actually played in the very first World Cup semi-final.
Brazil yung Italy ho na.
Against the United States, strangely enough. And they won 6-1. The crowd was 73,000, so it wasn't a slow burner in that respect. 13 nations compared to 48 in this one. It's such a wonderful history to continue, of course, when the next World Cup comes around in 4 years' time.
Hinzo ka hiulan na.
Anderson.
Mo lang hinsan na. Allah li siya na. Acha. England. Ang ball ta kai ho.
Ball that is. Great ball that from Harry Kane.
Pa sa lin thu ho na England ho.
That's why he went dropped so deep there just to start getting involved.
Stones.
Ang ball na taw lang mi defending khat na. Defending.
Now Spence. He breaks.
Aga ball kicin pa na uzo. Uzo sa ni. Pra na opponent ho na til ko yi na ti. Ba thau ke thau ro ai pe ji ro.
Argentina snapping at his heels.
Alai abon che ke vai chiki ka ho na na.
Martinez made a good recovery. He broke his finger playing, actually warming up from the Europa League final for Aston Villa back in May. No sign of it.
Anna
In this tournament.
Okay. Na position long chito.
Here's Paredes. Trying to boss
Harry
the
Kane.
Phoenix.
Harry Kane ho nu long ta ga chi ji
Started the
na.
game well. Paredes has had a couple of big tackles, but it's been nice and neat and tidy in possession.
Tagliafico. Start the tournament. Medina was the first choice left back for the in a couple of games. Trying to raid on that right hand side.
Mbappe ho de hila na cho to.
Molina. It's calmed down a bit. Thomas. There's the former England manager, Fabio Capello. A former foreign England manager.
Pero
Been too
Itu ba
many of them.
gila ji to. England ki pal pa ho. Allah ra itu.
Spelling. Get a chance to impress. England fans really backing it.
Ya. Dinta boy pun dinta.
Excellent
Semifinal
body, exactly the
to
right thing
the
there, Jude Bellingham. That's what I've been so impressed with him in this tournament is he knows when to drive at the opposition. He knows when those challenges are going to come flying in at him. There's 3 blue shirts, look, yeah, and it's well applauded by the coach. He knows it. That's important that he does that when he gets the opportunity. He hasn't really had a chance to do much of that, but when he does, he is very, very difficult to stop.
That's over the half-hour mark, factoring in the hydration break.
Rice.
England
Rice
fans in
Real
Dragon
Madrid
voice.
ke apik lu
Great
kon te
acoustics.
Karena
With his
gini,
own personal history, England against Argentina, including a winning penalty in the 2002 World Cup group stage in Japan. Watching on eagerly, and of course very much a free kick specialist.
Come on, Rice.
The role today with Declan Rice.
Oh,
England getting John Stones in round the back.
Half a chance there, nice blighted, drifting clip from Declan Rice towards that far post. And John Stones is above his head.
Chứ thế thì có biết
Grab it there.
Cái ly hơn tao
Goes on
là
and creates actually that big area for John Stones to maybe go and attack it. Just didn't get his forehead on it.
It's the first attempt of the
Cái
game.
chặt tí này Argentina đang gió khá lẽ Spain khu mi Sốp tạ ra Chả phá về chả phá
Near bounce.
Anh bộ cái gãy Yellow card pito yellow card pito John Ku
For his challenge.
Es Argentina fan piti này cái là cho Và tà lô ha cho cho
I guess his dad is here somewhere, but he's not sitting next to David
Ipi
Beckham.
cái chip na mà Chú mà to chú
He's strong.
yellow card yang pian tin.
He's not a confrontational person. He might be.
Itu aham jiwa ina. Tapi tu mau nak.
Stones.
It doesn't matter how many times, Martin, you coach and all the staff and everybody around you tell you to keep your heads, keep your cool, keep your discipline. In that split second, in that moment, sometimes something else comes over you, takes over and makes it very
Bora
Kick from Pickford. A lovely touch from Spence. Was nearly
Nang na habol ve se cho
very nearly behind Argentina then.
Asan al hay talo
Spence was still reflecting rather than chasing, but he's there now.
Pe do tahu.
An la ro pi thau thau chan la ro pi thau thau cho
He's won it fairly enough.
Apai karena hukit sa ya mai
Simeone.
na
Gordon.
Okay
The free kick England's way. Having a good spell.
Tahu bukan muka Argentina kaki.
Molito
immediately convinced the referee there, Jude Bellingham.
Sengaja.
Also
He's quite right.
api hula
It's reckless, he gets too tight, and that's unnecessary. Even though Argentina pride themselves on being a really tough team defensively, you don't want to concede too many free kicks in this sort of area, particularly with a team like England who've got so many tall and significant players.
Poi hidi bo na final referee hin bo de
Foul.
ko hin ta
And this free kick being entrusted to Reece James, who could
ayo
go
ka
for
la
goal
che pa
here.
hin ti hin
This
te
one, if he hits it hard and flat, almost like a shot, and get those white shirts running across the front of it.
Defending to be done for the world champions. That's exactly what Eddie Townsend described.
ta 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 ta
Not away yet. They might
ta tu
now.
ri nei Hal hay le mi ka allin ho ko ni
It's a
ju
straight
le
out
pari na
press.
a ho e ta ve na a ko chpa ho gam thawe na
Held up. And pulled.
a cham Messi a ball hela
Man is still going.
hoi chai play
Big card now.
Another flashpoint.
ai le no ho mi ne su kwa wa tu hoi la no mo
Messi ran into a roadblock.
Effective talking ball too. Maybe 10 minutes.
Iya, jauh buat.
It was just held aloft.
Yeah, not sure who that was to. I mean,
Cái không cái không
great skill from Messi, wasn't it? He could have dropped it off, he could have rolled it backwards, but that's what I mean. He's been in this scenario so many, countless times, thousands of times over the years where he's second best to come out with the ball, but he somehow does.
Nó ball hay
Gets the card. Kane went in.
ball hay cứ có nào Messi.
Went in.
Yeah, that is a yellow card challenge, it is. Elliot Anderson knows exactly what he's doing there. That's a dangerous one.
Cái số 3 hay record sai nó cho nó xí tiền.
Well, it has taken 37 minutes for the first card, so the referee, I think, has kept his patience well. But he had no return.
Check vào lên. Không cái vào phải là lại
When
không
hit
thể
has
được.
stayed hit, but I think that's far too far out even for someone as talented as the
Hay
taker.
mà rồi đi hit, Argentina rồi đi hit cái đấy là khác
Now he
thế.
might have a crack, he
Cái
does.
betting là giàu vậy chứ.
Ends up for an very
sweet. They feel that Jordan picked
Calm
up
down,
someone
calm
got
down,
a touch on it
DJ.
along the way, but he hit this one nice. Didn't see much contact there.
Shoot hồi nãy, shoot hồi.
Been touched by
Good. Nó ball hay. Mình lên là thằng boy thì
That's the football
player
for you,
here.
this World Cup football.
Chelsea thì player.
It gives you
What
value,
good,
shall we say, for your shooting.
What good,
Plenty of goals from outside the penalty
Good
area.
fight,
41 in fact.
Argentina thì ăn control cả na game.
94 is a good percentage.
It is. Better little spell for Argentina.
It's pa kon. Pa ball tham pa kon. Game
Messi's got
hoy ta na.
involved because he hadn't seen anything.
An study arrange to.
They've got him in and around the game now in this last little spell, and they look better for it.
Chỉ là tiền hoa hoặc 4 thủ rồi nè.
Now, tactically, the game being slowed down, it's nothing to do with the heat. It's temperature very regulated in this indoor arena.
Còn lâu cho tay pass ball,
Feels
sao nó là
very
ball
indoor,
phải
does
sao?
it? But we do have the roof. And the
Lên hào,
games
lên hào.
here and, in Dallas have been excellent
Lên thật không?
because of that air conditioning.
Messi. À bọc bay rồi nè.
To work our way through.
À bỏ cái đó.
Very good covering by Rice.
À.
Declan on deck when needed.
Không thể học đâu.
It's almost as if the Argentines they can control the ball
Final
at
out.
a tempo.
Yeah.
They can't maybe match the quickness of England's breaking through midfield. But maybe they've got the guile.
Spain
Certainly
thì
got the experience.
Argentina thì
They've got Messi.
chỉ ăn hạ sao mấy kiểu
Alvarez.
ông quá phun à. Chỉ có cái chắc cũng chỗ.
Romero. Here is Messi. Gave and went but didn't get it back again. Taliafico. England being moved around to keep their eyes on the men they're supposed to be marking as well as on the ball, which is, with Alvarez and Simeone.
Chỉ đi ngã chập plan nào thì cái chỗ nào là nó xảy vào nó.
Nicely worked. They're not behind England. They haven't really threatened Pickford
Mẹ
except
trong
for
slow tay
that
nè.
long ranger from Enzo Fernandez.
Ok, control lipita lipito.
Transition.
Ash.
It's a great strength from Morgan Rogers.
Ok, yellow card nè tạo cho. Pita hồi cho.
There because
Nếu sao ta nó bị thì tạo
Anthony
rồi.
was wide open down the left side. And that's exactly the right tactic for England. It was that
Nailed
pass from
it.
Messi that was intercepted, and
Every
Morgan Roger's very good at this, very good at travelling with the ball.
Yellow card issue for Argentina's number 6, Lisandro Martinez. Dropping the card.
Mura deh sa to. Solo
Here's Spence. Well made, of course, of Romero's not too far away from him.
lang khara elo ka khara tai na. Dal. Tu shot ngai lo dal ta.
Fernandez, who is a shrewd user of the ball.
Yeah, did well there because Giuliano Simeone well offside, so he just slowed it down and went to Molina.
Messi.
Sval hai gala na ka tai tu sai pa.
Right back for England. By Anderson, he's carrying the card and
Bellingham.
Mistakes.
It's my water ta ta din tin amo ka so na.
Argentina's defending.
Good work.
Water ta ta din tin amo tham thai lo
He
na.
followed Bellingham all the way and then he didn't want to let Bellingham get up and run and get his head up.
Lai lai
Challenge.
ta. Chuta. Okay, good.
Do you think England, Martin, need to
Habita.
possession
Point chila.
themselves, not just waiting for the turnover every time?
He's providing legs there that Rodrigo wouldn't be able to do, you feel. Of course, he's been cast in the role not just of right-sided midfielder, but Messi's minder as well. So Leo's unguarded in that sense today. Still only made that decision. Played in the World Cup 2006.
Nakatais. Khoi okay. Nghe tầm tạ là vậy thì trong về thì nè. Kêu là dòng hay các bạn va hay tai start gì thì hết ta remote cho nó thả.
It's his last cap actually. Played in England, played in an FA Cup final no less. For West Ham United. Stones has played in many a cup final.
Rashford home look like nah.
To his list.
Yeah, I think the more Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice get on the ball, better they get this guy, Bellingham involved, and Harry Kane, more importantly, who again, who hasn't really seen much of the ball yet, not had any sort of chance to get his head up and try and work Emi Martinez.
Anderson. James trying to turn it into fine ball as he has done a couple of times. Harry Kane pass out to him.
No, Chelsea apa dah humpuk lah mana. Speed ball ke apa?
We're heading towards half time.
Ocho. Bellingham.
Great time it will be to score.
Dinta follow dinta.
Bellingham spreads his arm in disbelief that that wasn't a foul. The referee's got the opinion that he'll have to let the minor contacts go.
Ball. No, shot it.
3 added minutes.
Kaita.
Hydration break minutes.
Okay.
Better finish to the half for England. This playing in Argentina's half of the field. Just looking to try and pick out Bellingham or Kane in a little bit of space.
2022.
There is Kane. Not in much space. Rice.
Sabota.
Is it tempting fate, Andy, to say it's settled down a bit?
Well, look, I don't think it's ever going to be too far away from this one balling over. I think it can happen at any given point, but haven't had too many genuine attempts on goal. Neither goalkeeper really been tested yet.
Goalkeepers certainly haven't been tested. Not been a shot on target yet.
Lanta.
James. Rogers. Given the right side berth. Head of Nonu Madueke and Bukayo Saka.
Smart hai. Ball velawat na.
Quarterback. Standing for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oi, chula.
Offside.
Offside.
Also for Atlanta United. And in the major.
Kuchi roof nei dan to na stadium hai.
Big news from that department here in the United States. They're going to switch to a winter conventional season. They'll play through the summer. Season after next, they're going to have a shortened season and then go again. To go again in the second half with those notes. They're not half time just yet.
Dinta. Ôi chỗ lớn thì chưa không gì cả.
High foot from Paredes. There's antagonism from the Argentina dugout. The free kick given. Very much the closing seconds of the first half.
First half. Fall là do hạ rồi à biết rồi.
Spencer's had some good forward surges. England are to still go here and will be time to take it forward. I don't think so. Well, it's been a first half with Enzo Fernandez having a cracker-jack of a shot. The first half with plenty of bite, maybe a little bit of spite. And occasionally a light touch. Many of those and we reach the break. No nearer knowing who's Spain will face in the final. England 0, Argentina 0.
So who are you playing?
Since 1996.
Half.
Didn't matter who showed up.
They make sure that you're not the one that perhaps lets the side down inadvertently, because it's been very tight. It's been starting to break it into a real contest, a real football match. It's slowed down a bit. Interruptions to play, but I think as the game goes
Germany to cut
four games out here and in 5 of the 6 games at the World Cup, and he's been right in the thick of that. But after 10 clean sheets in 11, they conceded each of their last 4, which is a factor to give England encouragement. And of course, with this 11, Brazil got the 6 of the best men, Kane and Bellingham, as World Cup goal scorers in this tournament. It is amazing that Messi's never played against England before. Actually made his debut, the fixture before the last England-Argentina contest in 2005, but he got sent off on his debut and was suspended. Imagine that. Leo Messi, who you read all about him, sent off after 45 seconds of his debut as a substitute. And he missed the next game, which happened to be Argentina.
Okay. Occupy second half.
Decisive.
Second half low too.
Looks like we're going to have a retake. We're going to do the countdown again. Centre spot.
Maradona lẩu cái cạm nữa không thế.
waiting for the whistle. Right.
จะบอลอัดเท่ากับว่าจะเห็นบอลดอกแบบนั้น
Pickford towards Kane.
hard working เท่าไหร่นะบอลดอก
Nice touch from Messi.
บอลตาเวเตะตาเว
Torres.
อันสุดยอดจ้ะโอเคpushนั่นนู่นน่ะมาแค่ต่อ
Just saying, Martin, just before half-time, I think England, with Rice and Anderson and Bellingham, I think they can perhaps dominate a little bit more of the ball. Rather than sitting waiting for the turnover and then attacking from there, which, look, they've used very well in the
ผัด
tournament.
ไม่เลย
Very dangerous from
น้อง
that
อ่ะ
sort of
ที่หาอัซอล
situation.
ไล่ตะอย่างไรถึงน่ะ impress นะเดียวเขา
I just think they can dominate. Perhaps McAllister and this man Paredes played very well. Very interested. Paredes likes to commit to challenges. He gets a yellow card. It drastically alters his game because he's all about intimidation and threatening people in the football way, in the right way. That's what he does particularly well. If he's on a card, you cannot do that.
Anderson has the same problem. He has the problem.
He does.
Reyes doesn't have it yet.
Correct. Anderson has got to be careful. He'll want to get close to Fernandes and others around him in there. You know, you put one foot out of place, you trip someone up, you're on a yellow card, you could be making that long walk to the dressing room and put the whole thing at risk.
It's a nice little.
Veita
Torres gets his shot up. Pickford has to make the save.
Great save.
Sneaking in by the near post. Torres again. Worst angle.
มีออมแค่น่ะ
That's reflecting where the ball ended up.
ไอ้accuracy หอยดาวจะปาตัว
England kicked off and the corner's been given here.
Yeah, the referee wasn't sure, in fairness, the referee wasn't sure it was a corner, but Argentina appealed for it and then he just pointed to the corner. But great
มี
play
อนุ
from
รุตและหน้าทุกคนน่ะ
I mean, such a tight angle, it's going to take something incredible to beat Pickford from there, but I don't see a touch there, do you?
Well, no, if it isn't a corner, it should be given as a goal kick. That's the new VAR point of reference.
มีคารินคุมโดเลยคารินคุมโดหันล่าง
And the corner it is. Something was detected.
มีโบนายเราจะให้มีเปียงนายเราเจ้าหน้าใกล้
Now by Messi from a different angle.
ขัดหอสังเท่าหนาจ้ะ
Still wide by Bellingham. Gordon trying to get on
บอล
board.
offside หลงนะโอเค
Now
เมสซี่ bro ดีตา bro come on man
Short in either
เอาคุม
capacity.
เตเรียนนะบอลให้ไหน
It's the challenge from Paredes. Look at Messi, is he? No, he's onside. He's good. He is onside. Excellent work, Jude Bellingham again. When Messi's backing you into the 18-yard box, you've got to get it
ขัด
right.
ขัดไปขัดดิฟเฟนหอยเท่าขอนะ
There is a stat floating around, and there are plenty of them in this World Cup, that Messi has walked for 47% of the
กด
time
ให้หมอ
he's been
ตอน
on the
เขียว
pitch
ดู
in
เห็น
these
หน้า
matches
60-70
here in
ละ
the USA. But I'd like a comparative stat with somebody who's not seen as a strolling player, really, to see what the mean is. Everybody walks it sometime. But he does pick his moments, and that's the point that it makes, really.
At the 53% mark, and he's normally doing something pretty useful.
The work of a genius.
Yeah.
Here's Gordon.
มันสาให้ตังกตี
By Romero, but England have got in behind the Spurs centre
เฮ้ย
back.
มาจ้างไกลตะ
Jen Spence.
You know, a couple of times in the first half,
ที่
Jets
หากิจารุงตาจานสว่างคนจานบอลนะเห็นไหมนะ
passed him quite straightforward. Again there. England full back, heading for the dead
ก่อน
ball
ว่า
line.
หักเท่าเห็น
Molina struggling to cope.
โต๊ะเทียบเยอะจริงๆบอลเวทไม่ได้
Bellingham nearly got there, might still. Simeone, it's a wayward one.
Man
In the
City, Man
dangerous
City.
area. Gordon
โม่ไทยฮักโม่งอน
under pressure from the willing Alvarez.
all round the asphalt ไม่ถือเนี่ย
Gay
หรือมาราโดน่าเรา
back
ที่
for
กาด
Argentina. Kane deep for England.
มาราโดน่าลูกที่กลับเลยอีก cerita yang gol.
Rogers.
Oh, ano lu tang bo.
No, he could have played it to Reece James, who's going to get a touch here.
Dinda.
Foul.
Masih gol, not tabang cuci.
That's good play, Tagliafico. That's a risky ball.
Acho.
Wow. Well played,
Cho
Romero.
tabang cho
Great
kai
follow there, because that was a really risky one played to him. Under
Hey, va.
pressure in his own
A hoi
box.
va
That's
ngin
the only way he could get out.
Dayom
He's
hena
doing
cho chuna.
superbly. And then the ball forward, trying to bring Simeone into play.
Acha. Pita. Hoi cho.
Romero.
Ne kha to.
So after an excellent piece of play, finds himself in trouble.
Si
It's
Romero.
in those moments where they're vulnerable, and I think they sense that, particularly when Bellingham picks the ball up. Is that
Anal wagi to ba su. Dayom hi da che ba cho.
Christian Romero, really good play, but seconds later he gets a yellow.
Si chu
Someone
bor
like him
khil
as
la
well.
gol ta to.
That can be tricky. Him on a yellow card because he likes everything in front of him. He wants to go and win it. Just might have to take a
Kum
breath
ha
and
ke sai
pause
ta to
now.
na.
All I can say is that plenty of practice playing with a yellow card hanging over it.
Spence lu ta
But here's Gordon, England looking lively.
Azol Rashford hanglo.
Anderson.
England dia menjal cukup guys.
Sabay na. Ah,
I do feel
Argentina te hin
Argentina
kipal
really
pau
happy
ho.
defending deep.
Hong
Keeps
pot he a. Ap du chan sam mo phon han gar su de to.
when they pushed up to the
Hong Kong
halfway
to.
line, as they are now, England could get away, but Simeone
Sa mo.
Romero's just hit the floor. I think in a situation with Jude Bellingham. So Jed Spence as well.
Simeone committed the most fouls of any Argentine player in the first half, 5. Like father, like son.
Well, he's a competitive player. There's no doubt about that. He likes to be in the thick of it.
And it looks a good selection in terms of dealing with some of England's speed, but Spence is quicker than him. He's quicker than anybody today.
Ta mo. Plan on bo.
So credit
Argentina te.
the England choice as well from Thomas Tuchel. Here's Alvarez, though. Hasn't always been in the team in this tournament, second to Lautaro Martinez at the start. As he did in 2022, he's worked his way into that indispensable category. Messi,
Acho. Ala good.
Simeone,
Kaitan.
Molina flashes it across. Gordon gets it away, not very far.
Bor ho clear phale. Alai lang a clear lo ru cho.
Martinez. It's also a yellow card from the first half.
Karo de advantage mo na.
Paredes.
Hoi chula.
Really drilled that across.
I think he almost wanted to kind of fade that one a little bit when he outside of his boot, hit it hard, and see if somebody could potentially get on the end of that.
Ese bai koi gam ha ba. Su ja le. Itiha election in de ya ba na.
Like we all are. Spain will meet. If it's England, of course, a rerun of the Euro 2024 final 2 years ago, which Oyarzabal has been in great form here, scored the winning goal right at the end.
I mean, they give us good a team performance yesterday, Martin, didn't they? Spain against that French team, as we've seen.
Momrang ana no de no
Any
ya
team,
le
they
bo
were
tang.
terrific.
Kane saw the run of Rodgers, couldn't quite
Hoi
find
cho.
it.
Lu ta dam ho lu ta.
Rodgers is crossed. Gordon
Goal! Goal!
right time.
England goal. Lung na am ko thau to jo la di tu England.
The world champions are on the ropes.
Asai chula. Wah, Justin Bieber hama.
But I mentioned about space, and we're starting to see a little bit more of it up here.
Nó ta nung hộ rồi.
Harry Kane who serves it forward. Tagliafico does
Anong malang cái hay bệ lâu na.
Great ball out to Rodgers. Watch Anthony Gordon.
Atu đó khát pa nung lang hay à, khát pa đó tụ khát sắm mà sao
Or
na.
coming round the back of him. He chooses the butter and he controls that finish.
Thằng voi à, cho là gặp bằng cái
Surface and just guiding past Martinez. No chance whatsoever with that. It's a brilliant England goal.
Nah, ball đó.
In a flash. Gordon. 1-0 England. But the point we're saying with Argentina, they can defend, but when they push up, England break with pace and break through.
Very important.
70 là na. Amoy 70 là Garjo te ho cho la. Argentina te.
And the player on the opposite side of the field.
Ta goal khat lai to ba to Egypt to kat pe goal na 78
You get in there and make a fast run and defenders square and a bit static as Molina was, then you can punish them. And Anthony Gordon could not have timed that any better. It was perfect.
For defense ta ten ya. Dei banga chat thai ta hi ta na. Chi la ka mo chi han ta na. No pita.
England led
Sa sa hong nom pan
in the
le ta
last
sa
World
chi.
Cup semi-final against Croatia. And it didn't pan out.
Namiga ta kai hi tango.
Kane couldn't take it on. Argentina rattled. And Messi is
Asoi chila. Pita. Ah, hoi chu good.
straight away.
Okay, good ball. Good tackle.
What it meant and how much it took.
Ikat abol huna. Akeng to abol gam habi se cho. Karon advantage kila alena.
To hit that and maybe get Argentina back in the game.
Messi tamang tiha akeng ko at bolong dan
Conceded a
han.
penalty, maybe
Ano ko
even get a
total
red.
na.
Jet Spence there, that's a proper challenge.
Ma ho ting apiha comeback. Momon na hiyo hara na.
Corner for Argentina, who certainly won't take considering the opening goal lying down.
An try to.
In by Messi again, defended by Kane.
Martin, when Argentina were 2 down against Egypt, they produced their best attacking football. What I've seen in the competition, they had to go for it, and they really
this is
did
nothing.
go for it, and found a way and got back in the
Egypt
game and
tua
eventually
hum
won it.
comeback
So England know here that they're going to have to defend very well because this team in blue are going to keep pouring forward.
Martinez. What England have and what Argentina know, because they've just experienced this, is that pace on the break
Bro.
and losing possession. Seeking that in here could be very costly, but it's judges will
Đây rồi ạ. Thế. Follow your arm ball thế.
was left on him. Have a look here.
Rodgers brilliant ball in.
Ít ra chip khát pa ở khu defender mà.
Doesn't really know exactly where he is, and the
That's
first
it.
time that Molina saw Anthony Gordon, he was putting it in the net.
Ăn ball thắng tôi rất thắng.
England present delighting England past.
Đi chip pa. Đi lại đi. Pilota. Ôi. Ash.
Not the first time he's scored past Emi
Ball
Martinez.
ball. À ball chứ là.
Here's Messi.
Kheta. Anh phải tao Messi. Không nổ mẹ.
To Paredes, McAllister.
Okay.
Argentina fighting for their crown.
Pelota, Messi, go. Ya que tem Messi na Turquia. Kian.
Game on.
Game on, no me.
Messi.
Oi chu, good. Anong lang cái tang
Paredes.
Cái chỗ tông hi.
Argentina
So many. Anh sẽ gì lần này
their
chứ.
attacking play. They need to. Simeone.
Okay.
Retrieved by
James
Tagliafico
Nando.
here.
Vậy chẳng
Wasted no
hạn
time in
các
doing
về
that.
gol của nó.
Ken so ka dei na hina. Peter cho para mi am ve ha kha bi ra tha am ve di se kipal pan asu khile Peter ti follow up ona e chu no pita not ading la
Romero.
okay machine dan na siya ay tasok sa ito
It's a waste.
people pa na set here na so ko a follow up the chance
It's exactly what you want if you're an England player. On that sort of angle, anything here, you'd expect Jordan Pickford to be a match for him.
And so far, compliments to Thomas Tuchel. Morgan Rogers in the team.
Yes, indeed.
And Jet Spence defending superbly as well. Rogers clearly gone and timed his run to perfection. But he champions without having bags of fight as well as tons of ability.
không chỉ khel về được không chỉ
As
khel về
Andy
được
quite rightly said, the comeback against Egypt was epitome of the team refusing to give up on a tournament that they graced 4 years ago, 3.5 years to be technically correct. Messi,
ăn bỏ được cho cả ăn bỏ không thâu được cho
one of the stars of this.
trời aru
To pass Enzo Fernandez.
về lại các tỷ chỗ về lại các tỷ chỗ kia
McAllister. Sandro Martinez.
mà thấy game plan cái say bữa đó
Look at those white shirts, Martin. Cross the edge of the 18-yard box.
món nó hỏi lúc điều cho mọi thì thấy dập lâu
Particularly
cho
against Mexico when they were down to 10.
option A fail là cho nào là
Stand there, England, and
fading in
with crosses.
a striker tên này con second ball up to
Touch and that inventiveness that Messi provides. Can that be the spark that finally finds a way through?
ăn bỏ được ăn bỏ
Có loạt thì sẽ lụt tài với England cơ.
Paredes.
khát họ đi ngà đi cột xoa học cái sự vụ xạ tê tê đấy từ cho phải hơn nhiều sự học hơn đi cột xoa học thì ha bị dính hay là lấy em khát bỏ đi khát hòn four ăn bỏ đi nè
When Dan Burn might be summoned. Stopping across the line the last couple of games. Giant defender from Newcastle.
xe bỏ thôi nè
Spence.
mini bao tỏi tạm thêm được rồi lại nè
Knocked out by James's header. This is where England can break.
thôi chưa
And want to break.
neo part không được tham
Get,
thôi
keep Argentina honest at the back.
Subs getting warmed up below us, Martin. It's imminent change for Argentina.
không chỉ khéo về được ta 65 hoa lại
Lautaro Martinez might be high on that
Cái
list.
tăng ê
nong chuột hay tao ha ha
Good idea. Taken through quickly. So in the end, he didn't hear the whistle. Not wasting no time.
Argentina te ông ăn đầy rồi rồi cho lên aji cho âm họ ball na advantage ai gì là âm họ đó
The
để
switch in emphasis.
ai cha
They're feeling now that they can't get back into the game without risking that midfield
Gomez.
area. They certainly do that.
Gonzalez.
Paredes actually, I thought, was particularly good today. Thought he played well in that
ha
particular
tàu sung
part of
tu
the field.
aku thon a hil long hana lo
They'll
đi
miss him
cái
more
gì cả cả
responsibility
chết
now
luôn
on
mà
this
hin
man,
na
Enzo
nó cái
Fernandez.
ball đi thì
But they'll be looking for Nico Gonzalez, who's a good runner. Wants to, every time he gets the ball, he
nó
wants to
chẳng là chỉ
try
là
and get into any space in front of him.
chỉ long lên nó chỉ đến left lăng na comeback safe bro
Well, England know Enzo Fernandez's game inside out. They know they can run past him.
No one in the
à
box.
dấu ăn khúc thâu thâu đi cả
Messi.
này cho cái
And Gonzalez. Contribution straight away coming round the back. It goes out off McAllister. It's a little bit more awkward for England.
Yeah, great ball from Messi. Nico Gonzalez, yeah.
ไอ้ชี้อันหนุนนะอันบอลอันคุกเท่าเดียวกันตัดดอกให้ระวังจนนะชานอาสาล้อเนี่ยครับ
Tagliafico.
อ่ะกอลเปิดหัวเลย
The fullback who will arrive.
อาว่าการจัดนักคนไม่ตัดเลยครับ heading อะไร
England have the goal.
เตะโดกองตัดตัด
1-2.
แก่
Okay.
อาจ้ะนั่นคืออะไรไปตัดไล่
Nani tidak tahu.
Argentina have to moderate to some extent.
พอจุล่ะลักอนุแล้วก็สปอร์ตอินซีไปตรงนั้นปาตัวเวทโอ้ก็ใส่ใช่ไหมจู่
By Martinez.
อัพไปเร็ว second ball ดันเราจู่จู่พา
Distribution is let down.
ดิ้งตา bro ดิ้งตา follow ดิ้งตา
Rice.
เวทีแกนเวที
Let fly tries to. Martinez will prevent the corner. Is it Enzo Fernandez who was caught?
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was a foul either, Martin. I agree with you. I think the ball just got caught under his feet.
ตรงใครเดี๋ยวกันนั่นนี่ใช่ไหม
Tagliafico by Rogers.
But that's going to be an opportunity for England to add to the
คน
one
เล่น
they
โกล
have.
แล้วกันโตด้วย
They are going to have an opportunity when they win possession to release someone in space now.
เมสซี่อาจ้ะอับบอลหอยคุล่ะ
Late for Gonzalez. Slightly more desperate by Fernandez. First with the Stones header, which was very good, and Rice's
จ้างจะบังหอยนะไอ้หาไรสักอย่างอยู่หัวมาเลเซีย
Tracking back towards his own goal is difficult. That when you're running
ตัว
back
จ้าง
at
หอยจุ
particularly
น่ะ
at
เม
pace.
ชินจะบัง
It's different if you kind of just step inside to
ไป
side
เลย
back towards your own
speed in
goal. When you're
อาร์เจนติ
sprinting
นา
back
สอง
into
คน
the
ละ
box and the ball's at your feet, hard to
อั
adjust
บบอล
it
หอย
to
จุ
get it to where you want it
มี
to
มี
go.
บ้างกันนะ
Otherwise, just
อับปุ๋ย
straight
ออ
that
โร่
one
จ้ะ
out for a corner.
อันบอลเท่าจ้ะ
Zanetti there has scored in the
Pelota.
98 game when Beckham was sent off from a wonderfully worked set piece for Argentina. Javier Zanetti. It's nail biting on both sides.
ไกลตา
And Argentina called.
อันบอลดูจ้ะ
You were Thomas
It's a
Tuchel,
bye.
you were thinking, well, they shouldn't
อันต่อ
have
สับ
this
ปุยองพวก
shot.
จงคนละหน่อยจะไป
It's
ลีก
only
เล่น
with
ป่ะ
really Romero. He's their biggest threat, you feel. I mean, we've seen Alexis McAllister in the
อัน
tournament.
ก็เมสซี่โจแล้วเมสซี่
Try and get that first contact, that first flick.
He's certainly done
He
it in
will create
England in the
magic.
Premier League for Brighton and for
อัน
Liverpool.
บอลเท่าใช่ไหม
And it goes. England
เปโรตา
deal with it.
ฮะ
Taken down by Molina.
ฟุตบอลให้ทางอันดานให้ไปตั้งอ๋อตาให้เมสซี่หอนโกลขัด
That's a brilliant ball.
โอ้โย
Save from Pickford.
อันนู้อิตราตาลุลงมา
What a cross from Messi. That was absolutely on the money. Could not have delivered
Nal
any
Tarena.
faster, any
อั
harder.
ตาลุตามกติโบโจ
Brilliant header. And Jordan Pickford. And sometimes they can be very awkward, particularly at pace when they're right by your feet. That's some
ไฮเดรชั่นเบรก
It's Nico Gonzalez who's made it.
อันคุมเท่าดูแล้ว
And Jordan Pickford been saving in episodes like that where he's not been, if you like, the favourite to keep it out.
ว่าพอโชว์ตาทีแล้วก็ลงดิน
The score, sustaining the score.
เดรชั่นเบรกกระจาย
Thomas Tuchel's team.
ลาจะเป็นทางเฟรสเตดี
And the change.
Lem,
in
Luna,
goals,
Luna,
the
Luna.
goal scorer going
ดูตอนนี้
off.
เห็น
Ezri
โกล
Konsa, who was left
2-0
out.
อังกฤษ
And in the
แค่
team.
1-0 อังกฤษ
And John
And
Stones is just
Bottle,
shrugging his
Bottle,
shoulders saying, what do you want to do now? What? Argentina with the throw. His opposite number now is on the pitch.
ไฮเดรชั่นเบรกกระจายอันนี้
A very short spell in England with Nottingham Forest, not very successful. He's known,
ค่อย
should
ๆ
we
เสีย
say,
ว่า
known to the opposition.
มีจะกี่เขียวไทยมั้ยอ๋อ
Messi. Spence is there.
Asa sam ko kate ya so ba de da khana achan ball pan ta ve ka hi tang fall ball lo ni
Alvarez.
hello Messi la hoy am ta
And Fico coming up in support.
Messi aning na chi sa na la na
Drag defenders away.
acha han ball pan ta ve
Messi.
Kai ta
Crossing position here.
hi ta chu clear de cha ta
And numbers back. Not necessarily all in the right place.
Clever little delivery that from Montiel. It was Alexis McAllister,
ti
one of the smaller guys in that 18-yard box, but he made a really nice run. Just the cross just beat him.
oh number 7 pa hong de na
Romero. Fico.
Fico
Montiel again. England on defensive duty. To sustain the discipline.
leng
It's the
to
team
to pa te
desperate to
an bo
unhinge
to to
the
na
organisation. Montiel. Messi still doing it
the
from
magic
deep.
man
Enzo Fernandez.
Messi ko hai le la sa na di ko
To Paul.
hoi chula anu
Wow.
kate
Whisker away.
a gol ta am ka ti bo chula
Argentina redoubling
itti
their
a
efforts.
set do ha
To Paul. Another cross coming in here from Montiel.
ha sa a wang phani in a ji pa jo
Kane tries to alleviate the pressure unsuccessfully.
ai an bo do cha ke ta chu ke ta tek te ole an te do cha
Montiel still waiting on
They
the
are
right. He's made an
comeback
impact
team,
already
man.
at right back, the substitute. In from De Paul.
ka sai chula an
When it did bobble away,
a
McAllister
ataw
was
hi kamulan o kai ya ki pau to na
He's inside yet.
ki tu chat ngan ta bo
Well, the first header from Alexis McAllister. I mean, if it's a
group ya ni
6 inches
Argentina la
inside
pa
that
ta ma
post, it flies in the back of the net. Took another. It was a
Mo no
brilliant
la
ball
pa
in
ro
from Rodrigo De Paul. McAllister timed his run perfectly. He's good at that. Very, very clever at that. He got on the end of it.
gol ni
Exquisite timing. Watch this. He's totally unmarked.
itti kya chu
He's inside that. Less than that even. It goes in. Very, very unlucky.
chawang so gol mo mo ta ka chi
challenge is coming to the team who are leading.
an body he
De Paul.
an la te na ta England te chu
Otamendi.
again no dia a put lo
Messi.
chu la
Montiel. This time he doesn't cross it. De Paul and with that beautiful ball. McAllister. Fernandes. Messi. Here's Gonzalez.
goal anu
And England has survived just
an neu cha an bo
That's
to
an
ru to
unbelievable pass from Messi. It's a great run.
offside na
His flag up anyway, actually.
England ti chu ti mo hong chau na yin ge na tao
At the top of the screen. Oh, I tell you what, it's a tight call. It's a very, very tight call.
bắt chỉ lăng gọn hung tật lại na tật lụi gol lại na tật lụi như là lên lăng hắt bao chụp tiền đấy
Another good 15 minutes to go.
mà tật lụi là chuyên là tà lụi nữa cho hay cho đem trái sấy thủ chứ nha hey Ken cho cái ball hết
Since their goal, England haven't really had a kick.
chưa
2.5 minutes after the goal where Spence made that wonderful recovering tackle. And Argentina have been
Anh
on the
bỏ
gas
thâu
pretty
thâu
much since then.
cõi hơi
Here it comes again.
chúng ta bro
Challenge that, Esri Konsa.
em England là miệng phản thọ hot của
Took and changed the right back job for England in this tournament. Messi trying to be the architect again.
Đừng ta Messi follow. Đừng ta. Nó to nó complete nó daldi chứ Messi chú.
Kane up with him. But it's Rodgers rather. Rodgers going for goal.
into the here,
And in a position where he's probably a bit more comfortable, but he made the goal from the right, didn't he?
Oh, he certainly did. He did it brilliantly off the outside, but he's good in that position. It's Messi that was looking for the foul, didn't get it. I think that will happen again, Martin. That sort of situation for England will present itself once more. Make sure they try and keep Argentina out this end.
Alvarez. Messi. The movement in the box that England have got to deal with it. No good having a lot of tall players if you can't stick tight to your man when the crosses come in. And as Andy so rightly said, Alexis McAllister is very good, making beautifully timed late runs. It's waiting on the edge of the area again. Static this time. Appreciating the cross might not come. Anyway, it's a bit of retrieving by Enzo Fernandez. Tagliafico.
Please attendance.
Lautaro Martinez is
Me
getting
tu
ready
na
to
mi
go.
za ang khoma ete na sa ball ve
Montiel.
kai ti
Rodrigo de Paul.
chana khana khian ha kharum halang khian la ka ti
Fernandes.
tu
Messi. Squirming. And comes round
Goal
the back to
there.
Rodrigo de Paul. Is that dangerous play? Not seen so. Is it a foul there? It is by Gonzalez on Kane.
sao lên
Lautaro Martinez comes
na
on.
la la pa hon te
Tagliafico, striker for the left back. Needs must for Argentina.
Yeah, they're going all out now. Of course they are.
quay khian gu ra mula la khara po ta na
Some really brave defending back there from England, but they're having to because Argentina are really testing them out. They're putting some wonderful crosses into that box. Montiel has crossed it more times than anybody else in the game. He's only been on for 10 minutes.
Reece James pi te ta
There's that one coming in there from Tagliafico, just evading Alexis
goal ya
McAllister.
pushing
Great
ala
touch there, Martin, wasn't it? And this is the foul.
Well, with Reece James, you're
tu
never
ta na
quite
goal na ka
sure.
sa tu 2022 hama
Something that
Brazil a
might affect the
Charlison
final. Should it be the final for England? That is a tempting fake remark.
Well,
acha
I apologise for that.
alin ta ve na
So it is time for Dan Burn.
yeah, not surprised at all because of the amount of crosses that Argentina are putting in the box.
17 minutes ke bare
So
hula
he's just walking off holding that right leg a little bit tenderly there, Reece James.
And another tall player,
Correct.
Nico O'Reilly.
bro
Declan Rice, I think, is shepherded off because we have these substitution rules that I don't think have really been
ai thang to he ki koi gam that lo le
to go off very rapidly. When players are tired, it's ridiculous to try and enforce it. But I think generally it was a point where people were wasting time. O'Reilly of Manchester City is on.
That's an interesting one, Martin. Elliot Anderson on a
Acha.
yellow card.
Japan left lang athai sa ta ve na Spence left defender
Issues, hasn't he, with
Kukurela position
illness, etc.
non pha ma sa ta non pha ma sa ta okay so khadin ko ta
Time is the friend of England, the enemy of Argentina. But there's still plenty of it.
mi za ki sel Thailand
Forward to the face of this semi-final. So
Rashford
far,
looks
it's a
like a
smiling face for the European nation.
ni ngal hin tam le
Messi,
Messi Dipo
De Paul, here's Enzo Fernandez,
Dipo kita ha
Rodrigo De Paul,
ta
telegraphed it too
ka
much.
sai se ho bol to le
Messi did enough. O'Reilly was
I feel him having
only
a
half a
soul.
yard away from winning that and getting England into Argentina territory.
Andes. Talifico.
Gonzalez. De Paul.
Messi and Borja.
Messi.
Hoi chula.
Yeah, neither one thing or the other. Fortunate from Argentina's point of view and the skippers.
Itiha.
Checking it out on the big screen.
Just having a look, yes, to see.
Sang rất phụ
Club
na.
that one, just a jump here, just a bit too much. But you're right, Martin, what you said in terms of Nico O'Reilly coming on along with Dan Burn, the height that England have got now.
Argentina.
As amok atem do go tam na. Veiti.
Hernandez.
Anali ayu.
Was a fair way out.
Kim ka sai chu. Kita cho at te lo le.
Intervention from the fingertips of Jordan Pickford.
An ki bal pan bo khilan nei ne a di ku bom an chu ngai chu.
Probably always thought it might be just going over the bar, but has to make sure.
Work these short corners more often than not. Messi gets into the penalty area.
Veiti. Go! Ka sai chu me a. Heti chun try ni ka ta chame na vei lo vai le no. Oh. Song ho sun nam peita. Oh, come on. Whoa. Level up. Ka sai chu me a.
Again to Rodrigo de Paul.
Oh yeah, good. Offside lo.
Messi offside when he receives that again.
Offside lo na. Ka sai ni ta a khet lo vai le. Am ho crossing a tu. Tan sum lo khat ho.
I wonder whether Messi is offside. Would we know by now? We probably would.
Offside beta.
Great goal. Brilliant hit.
Ai ti khet lo ma lam ho crossing tu hi thei lo khat ho sang he ana.
So as we assess the spectacular nature of the shot, what went before?
Okay, no offside.
Looks as though
Good. Kichida no me game no me.
Ami khian tu di lo to. Koi sub defense game mu tao to.
Absolute.
is it
Ta ba da de la.
when
An zo du cho ka an zo thau du cho Argentina. Ka sai chu me. Alas le am mo he. Alas le khut na khat chu. Pe khadang ngai to te cho mo he.
Backs to the wall against Egypt. Then they show a different face. They have another level that they hit. And that's a wonderful strike that is from Enzo Fernandez. Top draw.
England te cho zo lo e. Aji jo a hiding ni ta lo na. Abo te ke ba defender nan ta bang ta ho ta.
He is amazing. Argentina are remarkably resilient. England were edging.
Yeah.
Karo defend na ang kitchen ta na.
Listen, when you're 1-0 up and you keep looking up at the clock and you're seeing
Na hai nom dang, kai na hai han nom dang.
and they just gave Enzo Fernandez too much room there.
Okay.
What a hit. You've still got a lot to do from that sort of range, and it's some strike.
Handball there cho.
Top scorer.
Messi. England aerially under pressure again.
Qua cho coi football.
Well, if you're an Argentina player, you go, why? We're all going to be onside.
Argentina players that are
Che beto tave, che beto tave.
that immediately hit the floor. The referee has no option in this situation. He has to blow a whistle.
Asko kita. Sebab benda kecil dia.
Tells the story for all Englishmen and ladies.
Oh,
But to be honest, there's no real. There's
am hon
nothing
mo
there.
ba sila.
John Stones, that's a
Tua-
routine header for him.
Abo chikai ba defender ngan an kisa. Skidwa ne kha ba. England. An no me kichiman no me. Khet hoi dar huna.
Well, it's placement as well as power.
Yeah,
and that is the package, isn't it?
Correct. I mean, Jordan Pickford has made some incredible saves this tournament. Not just today, but he's not getting that. Not getting anywhere near that one.
Kha ji na cho. Aklok na. Apun ko apo hi na.
Goals have come late
Am na thau to be chipa chu hanu le.
throughout the whole tournament, not just the late ones have come from
Asne kha
outside.
bai bota go. A bol ho. Chi bota go. Le ke tin ya pi de ti. Chi bo bo.
I don't very deep now. They do. They've got to weather this continual wave that's
Anh
coming
địa khá
out.
đều thì lên tiền.
Apply the strength and the resources to get forward themselves. John Stones are going to have to leave the ball and play Martin for a bit.
Su khá là chứ nè. Cô làm hả mà. Cả thà khá dâu tỏ. Dâu cái xã khá là tăng.
That had shades of that Croatian goal we saw England concede just before half-time in the game, the first game they played in Dallas.
Cái hết tầm hả.
Swirling away to the right of Jordan Pickford. Here's Messi.
Come on. Argentina cái handball vô.
Spence trying to get it away. Kane trying to get it away. We're into 9 added minutes, incidentally. And Argentina will
Không cái
feel
thua thầy ta về. Argentina tới không cái thua thầy ta về.
Yeah, they'll want to try and get it done.
England tiền nó
Extra time.
ao khil về na.
Desperate to get to that next 30 minutes if necessary, but right now the team that with all the momentum, the team in possession.
Vetang. Alo!
for the second time. He's hit both posts.
Almost.
Messi.
Yes!
Through Lautaro Martinez.
Goal.
Yes! Been headed
Oh, you sure?
and this one finds the back of the net.
Argentina
So body. To last minute in Argentina ten two goal ni na khum ta in England te out di ta.
Backs and they've got energy in their legs. So unlucky there, McAllister. And then when it comes out wide, it's Messi.
Argentina,
And you're all expecting
congrats.
him to try. So the left foot step and he goes down the
Offside,
line on the
yeah.
right, stands up a beautiful
khoi mo phla na passing ko.
thumped in the back of the net.
Martinez,
Lautaro
Lautaro
Martinez
Martinez.
climbs majestically, hangs in there, totally unmarked, and gives Argentina, I think, a deserved lead at this stage of the game.
Well, the record you can see Stones was back on.
Chipa ho I ho long ho tong kilo na. Chipa ho chu.
The withering.
No.
Argentina
Ayo.
wondering now
Okay.
whether this superb comeback in
Ta sai
truth
sila.
against
Ala sale tiam kha bo du an thau da zo thau.
they've found what champions found in trouble. The tough when they go and get here, stuff the tough gets going, throw all the cliches out that you like. They apply. Harry Jets asking for checks on the time. England now. The one thing you can say from England's point of view is they are slightly out of balance in terms of attacking players on the field, Argentina.
Alle. Mia sit wake it.
Just delaying the restart, I'm not sure.
I think any delay will.
Final like tham cái điều đó là nào là nó sẽ đi cho nó
How
ra là
he did that. I don't think blossomed as an official as the game has gone on.
lúc rồi đi cho continent nè.
There are a
See, on the
few
horn.
makeshift defenders.
Dan Burner's automatic, look, gone right in towards Emi Martinez for any sort of long throw or any cross that he can fashion from this situation.
Do not rule out an England goal. Do not despair, England fans, as Argentina fans will want to their team to do what England couldn't do. Stop the balls
Chứ
coming
bằng
into the
liệu
box.
nè. Khó ta chỉ vô từ nó số lúc đó ta cho.
Who's been travelling around with England, member of the squad, not had a minute.
Hey ha, rằng hai cái liều cái
The
ta.
goalkeeper started to come, got nowhere near it. Headed away by Gonzalez. 5 of the 9
Cái
have
pa
gone.
nó lùm ta tới đây.
Marshalling the troops. They are vulnerable. You feel Argentina from this kind of style. We get Tony, we get Rashford on.
Mình đi
Just come off.
ít chân hay anh thấy hơn được ta chân năng nhiều thôi.
Well, Thomas Tuchel
England te
speaks
tu
to
ka ta
team
san
for
lo
this
na pe
tournament,
chu.
and he said special
Big tournament ho ana.
forces really, and this is a special
Vâng,
forces
anh này
moment.
thấy lâu nó phát ổn
Ivan
rồi.
Toney.
And Marcus Rashford coming on as well.
Yeah, he was the only other England player who scored in this World Cup apart from Bellingham and Kane. He did against Croatia. Put it into the box will be the message from the boss, I'm sure.
Cái ta.
But not very
Cái sáng tông họ khẩn họ chú minim hết chứ mẹ.
The hearts might be broken for those in the England sections of the crowd.
Lang ka na ISO speed lo.
Football is so much about late goals. Just international tournaments. The adding on so much extra time. Kane wins the dinner. And Romero clears. The three
Kita
ball
attack thấy này ba là
also
lúc
closing
sao
right in the middle, but it doesn't reach a whole pack of them beyond where the ball arrived. Pickford the supply this time, with a good angle on it towards Kane.
Hal ta England te hal ta.
Alvarez.
Lang video na lu lang am lo re na din.
Yeah, he's the one Martin they're trying to hit now. Jordan Pickford here, he's going to look for Dan Burn on that diagonal probably again.
Martinez, man goes down, referee's having nothing to do with that. Maybe not.
Acha.
A little bit desperate from Dan Burn. In the circumstances.
Whoa.
What a game.
What a game.
Alle Ballon d'Or hela. Kau
The
kita.
noise we have in this stadium, my goodness me.
Thamoi hey. Thamoi.
Awesome recovery
Na
from
gym chỉ
Argentina.
có kìa. Ya.
We talk about late goals, they've scored plenty of them in this tournament.
Antil kau te.
Wasn't the best ball, I don't think.
Just go down the line with that there. Rodrigo de Paul, player of his experience.
Hard ball tu.
Gave the ball away cheaply.
Clock ticks.
Mo lu nhau tao na England te
8
na.
added minutes.
Maybe one last chance for England to get some sort of decent delivery from a wide area.
Kharo hai neo khara for dong la time pass na. Acha leng khola.
Great header. It's coming back at Argentina again.
Substitute.
Rashford. He's done very well.
Arro.
Carefully in play. Argentina need only now to keep the ball.
Messi.
Who better?
Acha.
Who better?
Messi.
He's there again. He's fouled this time. Almost gets Argentina to the final.
Sort of ball time pass mo to Jude Bellingham.
Well, this is how it started. To be fair, from say minute 15 to put the number from those early potential fracas, we haven't had too much. Now, England know the game is almost up. It wasn't ever in the palm of their hand, Andy, was it?
No, not at all. Messi did great here, got his body back in. Bellingham's absolutely entitled to go for that, and it's a foul. And of course, all the little fracas.
Phạt cái trái thì ngay tai. England te no tan na lit ba na cái ball khel ta ve.
Some of their football was tremendous when they were one down. Top draw, really good.
Still time for England to take the
Come on, LG. Hoi, chưa chụp tung không?
not indicating that he's going to blow yet. England trying to pass it forward. They could be in real trouble
Time
here.
passing on ball le ro ta.
Messi has the bigger picture in mind. Didn't go out.
Oh, dab mo.
Martinez steers it forward towards his namesake Lautaro, who has the winning goal to his name. And from when the final whistle goes, with it still being 2-1, it's up towards Burn.
What's ahead of that is
Enzo Fernandez. Argentina say blow the final whistle. The referee hasn't done it.
Hoi, cho ball bro. Come on.
Play on in Atlanta.
LG trong tàu thấy tập rồi.
Back with Pickford, one last.
TV này tao cho.
Doesn't get any more dramatic than this. World Cup semi-final. Dan Burn coming in for it. Martinez hasn't got it. He's got a free kick,
Ayya.
and that's all that Argentina need.
everybody off the Argentina bench.
Malam tiêu lem.
Waving their hands in the air.
Scaloni trying to make sure.
Argentina te alas de. Ti haba. Te to.
There he is, the man who rose and planted in a header. Yet another Messi assist. We're into the 12th added minute, and Argentina going to the 2026 final.
Hasta Mexico. Shit.
Scored first as they did in 2018.
Don't Santiago.
When they lost to Croatia 2-1.
A ball with here. For the consecutive time, Akaita ve Congress Argentina. Argentina te a ball in final Akai ke tave.
And as we move
Hey,
into a
ha.
long period of added
Ba
time,
phave se ve.
Lautaro
Third place.
Martinez
Na.
had the magic
Hurricane Long Ballon d'Or dingin
and England fall
chance
short. Again, they'll play again for the bronze
2-1. Ulang prediction 2-1. Adi eh.
Spain,
Ukai zong.
New York,
Azo
New
win.
Jersey on Sunday.
Argentina fans zo se ki papi nom ve. Congrats. Tele thang boy. England ka zo han te.
Sit here.
Ema zu Spain ka hin. Final leg ki tham ki di ta.
It had everything. It was edgy. It was equally at the start of the game. Even now at the end of the game, look, there's still a few shenanigans going on out there, but
Abang tha na.
again in front, not long left, and then Argentina in this competition.
You spotted it up.
Yeah,
Al
matters they change it up and they've got another gear. When they're controlling the game at 1-0 up, they don't look quite as effective. When they're chasing and they're backed up against the ball, boy, do they ever come out with some strong football, some really progressive stuff. And they scored 2 goals, and on the face of it, they
Argentina te bang dan he a ball wa last an jo tho kip
That is what champions are all about.
They could have been cast as yesterday's men. Now they can be Sunday's star.
amalang ti ha abul langa e khat na hi lo na o khara
They are in the mix when it comes to going for trophies. And they never quite had the game under their control, even with the lead. The Jet Spence brilliant tackle only came 2.5 minutes after England has scored. They've given absolutely everything. But Argentina still have everything to play for. England Argentina 2.
Okay, see you in the final. See you in the final.